It's SoCan, and we're talking with renforshort, aka Lauren Eisenberg, and we're talking about her new album, Off St. Dominic. The musical styles on Off St. Dominic seem to range more widely than on your 2020 EP, Teenage Angst. I'm thinking particularly of songs like Wannabe and Exception, which are a little more sort of adult, maybe more straight up pop without as much sort of bang. So what made you want to go there this time?
I wanted to make this project a little bit more like sonically diverse because I feel like there's this misconception that a project has to be super cohesive in the music and kind of just in everything. I want like there to be a song kind of for everyone. That's what I tried to do with this project. And the like cohesiveness is in the creative, because the creative is a really big part for me as well. So I thought if all the songs are, sounding different, the narrative is still the same.
Why do you think your songs have resonated so strongly with people? I mean, so many of them too.
I really do think it is, a lot of it is in the writing. I write very like personal songs, very relatable. I make them, specific but broad enough to be interpreted by basically anyone. It's not just for, 18-year-old girls. Like that's not what it's for. It's not, it could be taken in any way by anyone. And I think it's just helpful. I write the music. That's what I would say. I write the music that I wish I had when I was younger, or like that I wish I could have had when I was younger, because my main outlet was always music. And the way I felt like the way I shaped my personality and the way I felt at ease was music. It's like a therapy thing kind of, because when I'm in a session, I feel like I'm having therapy because I'm letting all these things go. But because I am a very introverted person and I don't talk about my feelings with other people. But when I'm in a session, I'm writing this in a song because then I don't have to speak it with words in real life to a person. And in turn, I put this stuff out and it helps people. So it's kind of just like a win-win. I get all this stuff off my chest and I get it as personal as I want, because honestly, it's written and then it's done. It's done. I don't do modifications, because how it's initially intended to be, I believe, is how it is supposed to be. So even if, it's just in that moment, the truest and most raw, like feelings you have about that topic are what, it's what's going to be the best. So
it's kind of ironic that, you can say things in songs that reach, millions of people that you wouldn't say to anybody face to face.
Yeah, I think about it all the time because I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't like feeling like, a burden or like being so vulnerable to people in face to face. But in a song, easy, done.
Amazing. It's kind of a weird puzzle that, and of course, I mean, it's probably crucial that you write from a place of vulnerability and emotional honesty, right?
Yeah, that's art. That's art.
How does the songwriting process work for you generally? I mean, do you write alone or is it always co-writes?
I do write alone a lot because sometimes I just feel like I'm going to get my best song alone, or whatever. Because I do love writing. I really love writing, but I think there's no harm in bringing a co-writer in. And I have a couple of really great co-writers that I like working with, especially on the more like poppy stuff, because I can't get carried away with lyrics sometimes and, make them not super appealing for the general public, like as a pop song would be. So yeah, I have a couple co-writers I really love working with, DCF, who's Canadian, and Jesse Fink, who's from New York. I really love working with them.
Do you find more stuff and you'll get a lyric idea to kick things off, or a musical idea to kick things off, or do they both arrive at the same time? I'm just wondering how the muse comes to your door, kind of.
I start with melodies. Melodies come to me really fast, typically. I start with melodies and then I just hear words that fit with the melodies, and I just try and tweak them to make sense. And yeah, that's how I write. I'm definitely a melody first person.